So it started like any other Monday on Wall Street. Traders were simply watching their screens. Some of them were sipping coffee. This is not coffee, and this is not blood. They are waiting for the market to open so that they can just take their trades and all that. Then, without warning, an AI stock collapsed. AI stock collapsed. Google was about 18% down. Meta lost about 400 billions in value. Nvidia, the AI chip giant, had a free fall. Phone started to ring. Analysts crumbled. What's really going on? Hedge fund managers started to yell across the floor. Then the news broke. DeepSeek, a Chinese AI company no one has ever heard of, had just been launched. This AI model could do what GPT-4 did. But here's the problem and the solution, but at a fraction of the cost. That's where the problem lies. So Silicon Valley had been caught off guard. We now have a new kid in the building that can do far better with a less cost. Isn't that amazing? But months before this crash, in a quiet lab in, I've forgotten what they call that, but I think it's Hangzhou, a group of engineers in China, they were working in secret. Unlike OpenAI and Google, who built their massive models that requires billions and billions of dollars in computing devices and power, DeepSeek had a different approach. They focused on efficiency, not just power. Then they made a breakthrough. This breakthrough was their DeepSeek Arrow 1 model that was as powerful as GPT-4. But the point is, it can run on significant fewer resources. That's the beauty of it. So for the first time, AI dominance wasn't about money. No, it wasn't about that. It was about innovation. You see, these China people, they are crazy. They are taking the lead in the AI with just this small move. Just this small move. The US economy starts falling. Why is it falling? The US tech giants, they used to be one of the giants that had innovations like Nvidia, Meta, Google, OpenAI, and lots of investors have placed lots of money on them. But they are chips. The way they produce these things are very expensive. But DeepSeek's breakthrough changed everything. So if AI models could now run on cheaper, more efficient systems, then companies didn't need to rely on Nvidia's expensive chip. They don't really need to rely on these billions and billions of money that has been spent on to produce this. So the market reacted instantly. Nvidia lost about $600 billion in just a single day. That's why the economy is falling. The US stock is falling. Google AI division was in shambles. Meta AI roadmap was lost. The Wall Street had assumed that Silicon Valley would dominate AI, but now the future was uncertain. That is why you see gold going up. People are now transferring their wealth from the US stock to gold. And that's why you see gold is doing well. So at this time, gold is about to hit 2009. That's the time of doing this video. So the US economy is already struggling. There's been a rising debt, inflation, and declining manufacturing power. And Donald Trump had bet, the US president had bet that AI will be its next economic driver. He's ready to spend billions. But if China, not the US, lead the revolution with this DeepSeek, would it be possible for the US to take charge and control the AI domination? It's going to be highly impossible. If that happens, big tech will lose its edge. Companies like Google, Meta, and OpenAI, they will struggle to keep up. Nvidia dominance will fade, and if AI chip doesn't need lots of money to be produced, their demand will fall. So China is gaining leverage. With its leadership, China could now control the future of automation, cybersecurity, and even tech, even military tech too. But for decades, the US has been the world leader when it comes to this tech. They've been the world leader. But the rise of DeepSeek signals a new era. One that the US, they aren't prepared for at all. They aren't prepared for it. So here is the problem and the solution. The problem is that they are spending so much amount of money on bigger, more powerful AI models using expensive brute force AI models that requires expensive GPUs to run and massive energy to run. That's what they're spending in order to produce this AI chips. But DeepSeek proved that a different approach can work. China focused on efficiency and cost effectiveness, and this is fast outpacing Americans' strategy. So if Silicon Valley doesn't adapt quickly, the fall will be massive. They could lose their AI dominance along with their economic advantage. So what could be the possible solutions for them to fight back? Would it be very easy for them to fight back? But if the US can try this, let's say they rethink their AI development, instead of using lots of bigger models, instead of doing that, they now focus on smaller and smarter and more efficient systems like the way DeepSeek has done. They can learn from DeepSeek. They will be able to compete. And instead of investing in bigger AI chips giants, they can invest in areas that they can use in optimizing efficiency. One of the major things the US need to do is also to allow smaller independent tech organizations to grow. They can also reduce regulations. Their regulations are crazy. It's difficult for even smaller organizations, startups, to compete, because the bigger ones, they dominate everywhere. So if we have smaller ones like small tech organizations with their AI innovations coming out with less excessive regulations, they can compete. They can compete, but will they? Their regulations are too much. But these regulations doesn't really affect the bigger tech organizations. So DeepSeek breakthrough is not just a story that just appeared. It's a warning. It's a big shift. The world is shifting. AI is fast evolving, more than we expect. So for the first time, the US is not leading the charge. DeepSeek, China is leading the charge. So can Google and OpenAI catch up? Can they? We don't know yet, but we're going to see. But if the economy of the US falls because of what DeepSeek did, it therefore means that if more models from DeepSeek comes out, the economy will still fall more, because it will resound in the ears of all investors that they are in trouble. So what do you think? Will US be able to catch up, or will China dominate the way they used to dominate everything? Let's see what you have in mind by dropping your comments on the comment section. Like and subscribe, and let's talk more. And note, however, that at the time of doing this video, the US stock is falling massively and gold is going up. It's going up massively. It's going up because people are removing their funds. Investors are removing their funds, putting it in gold, because gold is a lot safer for them. As they keep putting funds in gold, the value of gold increases. That's how the forex market works. Okay, so gold currently is at it's about to enter 2.9. It's about to enter 2.9. It's around 2.8 something. So maybe at the time you'll be watching this video, it might even be 3,000. Who knows? Cheers, guys. I'll meet you in the next one. Kindly subscribe and let's do more. Thank you very much.